Hello everyone. In this part 4th of probability, we are going to do few questions related to probability. We know very well that probability of an event is given by total number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Using this relation, we have to do so many questions. Out of them, few questions I am going to explain in this part. Now look at this thing. Question number 1A part. A coin is tossed 2 times. Find the probability of getting at least one tail. It means whenever we are tossed a coin 2 times, then the sample space will be HH, ST, TH, TT. So this will be the sample space. Now let E be the event getting at least one tail. So what is this event? Getting at least one tail. Now, at least one tail means there will be a single tail or more than one tail. So what will be the events for this event? What will be the sample space? One is ST, TH and TT. At least one tail means single tail or more than one tail. Therefore, we can say the probability of event is equals to number of elements in E upon number of elements in S. So what is the number of elements in E? 3. And what is this? 4. So the probability of this one is 3 upon 4. So in this way, we can do this type of questions. Now, a dice is thrown 2 times. You know very well, if a dice is thrown 2 times, then what will be the sample space? 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and so on up to 6, 6. Now what they are saying, find the probability of getting a doublet. Here you can say directly the number of elements in S 36. Now first part, let E be the event getting a doublet. Getting a doublet. Now getting a doublet means number of elements in E like this: 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5, 6 6. So what will be the number of elements in E? Number of elements in E will be 6. Therefore, you can say the probability of E is given by 6 upon 36. It means this is 1 upon 6. Now the another part, a doublet of prime. A doublet of prime means, let us suppose for this F. Now we can say the sample space for 2 2, 3 3, 5 5. So we can say the probability of F is given by 3 upon 36. It means what is this? 1 upon 12. And this is the answer for this part, which is equals to 1 by 12. Now come to the C part. In this C part, what they are saying, a letter is chosen at random from the word assassination. It means the number, first of all we have the word assassination, and this is the C part for this assassination, ASSINATION. Now we can easily see that the number of elements in S will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So number of elements is 13. Now first of all, first is a vowel. It means let E be the event getting a vowel. Getting a vowel. Now for this, you can easily see that the number of elements in E, 1 2 3 4 5 6, AEIOU. It means 1 2 3 4 5 6. It means this is 6. Again A 2 times 2, 1 3, this is I 4, and O 5. So this is coming here 1 2 AE I 2 2 4, and this is 5 6. Therefore the probability of event E is equals to, what is this? 6 upon 13, and this is the answer. Now in second part, we have a consonant. Now consonant means whatever the left elements, let us suppose that event is F. So F getting a consonant, so in getting a consonant, we will see that we have number of elements in F is equals to 7. Therefore the probability of F is given by 7 upon 13, and this is the answer for this part. Now look at this thing. Question number 1, D part. If E, F and G are three mutually exclusive and exhaustive events of a random experiment such that 3 times of probability of E is equals to 2 times of probability of F is equals to P probability of G. Now from here we can observe that probability of, first of all, it is given 3 times of probability of E is equals to 2 times of probability of F is equals to probability of G. Now because you will say E, F and G are mutually exclusive, it is given these events are mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, therefore what we have in this case probability of event E plus probability of event F is equals to plus probability of event G is equals to 1, because this is the rule. In this case the sum of all the probabilities must be equals to 1. Now we have to find out the probability of, according to this question we have to find out the probability of E. Therefore we can easily see that probability of E as it is, probability of F from here 3 upon 2 times probability of E, and then probability of G is 3 times of probability of E, and this is equals to 1. Now probability of E is common. What is left here? 1 plus 3 upon 2 plus 3, and this is equals to 1. After taking LCM we are getting probability of E is equals to, now 2 is the LCM, it means 2 in numerator, and this is 2 plus 3 5 plus 6 11, therefore this is 2 upon 11, and this is the answer for this part, that the probability of this portion is 2 upon 11. Now let's start to do the solution of question number 1, E part. In this E part, in class 11th of a school, 40% of the students studies mathematics and 30% study biology. 10% of the class study both mathematics and biology. If a student is selected at random from the class, find the probability that he studies mathematics or biology. So first of all, let us consider the events. E student studies mathematics and F student studies biology. Now we have to find out probability of E union F, and it is given probability of E is equals to 40%. It means 40 upon 100. Probability of F is equals to, what is this, 30%. It means this is 30 upon 100, and the probability of E intersection F, 10% studying both, it means this is 10 upon 100. Now we have to find out probability of E union F. Probability of E union F is equals to probability of E plus probability of F minus probability of E intersection F. It means what this become? Probability of E means 40 upon 100 plus, what is this, 30 upon 100, and what is this, minus 10 upon 100. So probability of E union F is equals to, what is this, 40 plus 30 70, 70 minus 10 60, 60 upon 100. Therefore we can say the probability of E union F is equals to 0.6, and this is the answer for this part. So in this way we have to do the practice for other questions. Don't forget to give the answer of this question in comment box. Thanks and God bless you.